Welcome back, I'm Ryan from Bluewater Gaming, and in this video I get to bring to you a little bit of another one of my hobbies besides gaming, but this is also kind of gaming. The other hobby happens to be Magic the Gathering, or MTG, or whatever word that you'd like to use for it. I've been playing this game for years actually. I started way back with Duels of the Planeswalkers on the Xbox 360 in like 2013. But now I have the actual cards and such and all that, and I am using the online client, which you can see right up in here. It's Magic the Gathering Online, or MTGO, as I'm going to be calling it, because I'm not going to say the whole thing out loud. And this is my commander deck that I use online. It is mono blue, Talrand, Sky Summoner, and if some of this doesn't make sense to you, maybe because you've never played Magic before or something similar, well, this isn't the video for you. Comment below if I need to make an actual like intro to Magic Online or intro to Magic video. There's probably better ones online already. Actually, I know there is because I've shown other people ones online. But this is the deck that I'm going to be using. Just going to give you a quick scroll down before we get into a match. And in case you need to count, for those of you that want to know, I'm running 34 islands. I'll actually have a link in the description to a better list of this, a tapped out list. The only thing that's different from the tapped out list than this one that I haven't changed yet, which I might before I finish it, is Learn from the Past. I switched out a card that countered activated abilities. I forget which card it was. I'll probably link that down in the description below too. But I switched that out for Learn from the Past because I didn't like that card ever in this deck. So let's get into a game. Okay, so here we are in a game. You're probably going to hear me use my keyboard a lot because this is mono blue. So you're going to have to give your opponents a reason not to kill you quite often. Okay, so let's see what we're playing against. I will keep this hand. It's 4 islands, a kill spell, Soul Ring, and Hinder. Which, Hinder, there you go, you can see Hinder if you haven't used it before. And then Pongify is a blue kill spell. So our opponents are using Sliver Overlord, so this will actually be a Sliver deck, because if it's not a Sliver deck and they're just wanting the excuse to run 5 colors, then they'll use Sliver Hive Lord, not Overlord. So I'm going to guess that's an actual Sliver deck. Sign of the Ur Dragon. I'm going to guess it's Dragon Tribal. So there's that, and then Brago and the battlefield effects. I'm just going to tuck these generals away. Actually, I will yield until end of turn, because I don't want to click all these triggers. I usually take quite a bit of time. I have absolutely no idea how long this video is going to be either. It could be kind of short, could be kind of long. I'll probably squeeze together parts where it's not doing anything, so let's just see how it goes. But opponent played a Seaside Citadel. Oh, first turn Soul Ring over there from the Scion player. Okay, I don't really care too much. So we did the first one to the little skips that I'm going to be doing. The only thing we missed is he played a Temple of Enlightenment, so I'm going to be playing an island into a Soul Ring so that I can have a turn 2 Talrand, just because I like it like that. And that's it for what we're doing for our turn. So let's see what happens in the meantime. Okay, so just another one of the Alara wedge lands. That one's the Naya one, that one's the Bant one, in case you haven't been playing since Alara, which I don't doubt you if you haven't. Oh hey, there's another one of them. Let's see what he plays. Okay, so a Coalition Relic. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Coalition Relic and similar things are usually just used for the 5-color decks because it gets you 1 mana of any color. It's kind of the mana rock that you want. And I hope that new EDH players aren't watching because I'm going to stop commentating like I was with Coalition Relic. I'm just going to take a guess that you already know what this is for, what each of the cards are for, and I'm surprised people use Thought Vessel. I know it's a colorless mana rock that gives you no maximum hand size, but why not just use a Reliquary Tower? And you normally don't need 2 of those effects. So, for my turn, simple, Talrand. That's really simple. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. I just want to start getting Drakes as fast as possible. Come on, guys. Nobody's gonna counter it. Or at least please don't counter it. That took long enough, and that's all I'm doing for my turn, because I'm kind of tapped out, and none of my spells are free yet. And I didn't show off what the draw for the turn was. That was Hidden Strings. Oh boy, that's gonna be annoying. I can't consistently have a Cage Sun down while the Harmonic Sliver is down. Hopefully he won't blow up my Soul Ring just because, but you never know. And for Hive Strings, Cypher, essentially once I cast the card, I really? My Soul Ring? Wow. Well, this might be a little bit early for Savage Ventmaw. He is doing some major mana ramp. Yeah, that is the Scion of the Ur-Dragon player. So how much mana is he going to have access to next turn? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I guess he's going to play a land, so 13 mana on turn 3. Wow. 13 mana on turn 3. That's a major ramp. And he has access to all of his colors, I believe, because that's green. Well, I'm just going to use the green from that. White, black, red, blue. Yeah, he has access to all 5 colors as well. Oh boy, isn't that just great? And let's please not have it target something of mine. Let me take a guess. It's going to target Talrand. And I just accidentally elbowed my my desk. And thankfully it's going after the Savage Ventmaw. Ooh, that's good. That is actually a good thing. That will cut his mana off by 6 next turn. Which he'd probably be attacking one of those 2 because I'm going to Pongify this Harmonic Sliver. Island, Pongify. I get my Drake. Gonna always yield to Soul Warden, because I don't want to have to deal with all these triggers. Okay, that's gonna go through. I have my Drake. That's gonna get that. Then I'm just going to pass the turn because I don't want to cast hidden strings yet because there's no point to. He's probably going to attack me with the ape, which I'll just take it then. The Soul Warden's gonna get annoying over time, especially when Brago comes out, but I'll try to avoid that. Sorry if you're hearing like double. I'm just crap. Well, that's gonna be a problem in the future. Can't be countered. I have 16 counter spells in the deck. 16 of them, and they're all gonna be useless unless I take care of that guy. So I'm probably going to have to use some diplomacy of talking to these guys, which apparently a lot of people don't want to do. A lot of people don't like to talk in EDH online, but it's kind of necessary. I'm probably going to have to talk to either the Brago player or the just one of these people to help me take out the other two. Okay, this one, depending on what he puts on Palace Siege, it can be pretty bad. Dragons. Okay, so yep. Thankfully, it's just he gains 2 life and not the amount lost, because if it was the amount lost, then you'd be gaining 6 life per turn, and instead it's just 2. So that's good. Don't have a problem with the sign of your dragon player yet, but I know I will soon, or at some point. So something that I haven't mentioned yet, while he just put in a Jeskai Infiltrator, something that I haven't mentioned yet is a lot of these Commander videos that I put out, because I'm hoping to put out more than just this one. A lot of these videos probably won't be commentated, because I play maybe 3 games of Commander a day, and they usually take like 2 hours sometimes, like an hour and a half to 2, usually, unless something really weird happens. But they usually take quite a while, so probably won't be commentating all of them. Just wanted to commentate this one because it's the first one, and if you guys want, I'll actually make a video deck tech on Talrand. So, oh, hey, it's our turn. And I just want to get Terrain Generator out there, and I want to be drawing some more cards, so I'm going to try for Heuristic Study now. Just because you'd be surprised how many cards you draw for Heuristic Study. And it's very simple, and I'm not going to attack anybody yet, because the first person to attack usually gets attacked back by everybody else. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let Heuristic Study draw me some cards and just go from there. And what I just did there is the shortcut way to always draw a card for Heuristic Study, unless they pay the 1. So now whenever that pops up again, I don't have to touch anything else. And this Chromatic Lantern, it's the ultimate in mana fixing. If you haven't read it before, that's what it does. If it was a If Chromatic Lantern just said lands you control tap to add one of any mana color to your mana pool, that alone would be good enough. But that one also does it too. So it's pretty much the best mana rock. And he is not attacking me. That is a good sign. It's probably because I haven't countered anything yet. As soon as I counter something, I bet you at least 2 of them will start to go after me. As soon as I counter something. And it's probably going to be the person... Well, it's going to be the person that I counter, and someone else is going to join up with them to kill me. But we just gotta see how far we go. And we got the Palace Siege trigger that I need to auto-yield to. And we're right here along with everybody else at 38 life. Okay, Harbinger of the Hunt actually can do some damage to me. And these people are surprisingly good at paying for their costs. But yeah, Harbinger of the Hunt can do some surprising damage to me. If he activates the second ability twice, all my guys are dead. Which I don't believe he can yet. Wait. Yeah, he can. He can blow up all my Drakes at any time, but the good part is he has to choose to either blow up all my Drakes or blow up all the ground guys. And if he does end up blowing up all the ground guys, then my Drakes are safe. So there's at least a good change for that. Which, something that I might actually see him do is next turn he might he might deal 1 damage to all the ground guys just to get rid of Soul Warden, because that Soul Warden is going to be gaining Simpson quite a bit of life this game. Oh hey, it's the other Azorius colored guy that I didn't want to see. Was it? Whenever... Oh boy. But the card that we drew off of that Rhystic Study was Gather Specimens. Which, is actually going to be kind of a blowout for the Brago deck, surprisingly, because whenever he puts Brago, the ability on the stack to flicker all of his creatures, I can play the Gather Specimens with the Brago ability on the stack, and unless he counters it, then I get all of his guys coming back on the field. So for this, I could put another mana onto the field tapped, or I could leave Hinder up. I'm going to put a basic onto the field. Yeah, because I don't want to draw any attention to myself yet, so just putting the basic onto the field is about the least that I can do. Thankfully, this Sliver guy hasn't played very many Slivers so far, although I can't exactly counter them, so thankfully he hasn't come back after blowing up the Pongify, but it was just in retaliation for the Soul Ring, so over here you can see that he sees it's all good. So let's just see what happens this go around. Oh hey, tap target Sliver, regenerate target Sliver. And we draw a Remote Isle, which I'm actually going to cycle whenever I can. And then the draw for the turn before that was Scourge of Fleets, which that's going to get me some hate whenever I play that. Sadly, I believe you can only cycle as a sorcery. Yeah, I don't think that you can cycle at instant speed. I don't know. Maybe. But I have auto yield on until end of turn, so I'm not intending on doing it this turn anyways. You know what? I might actually save this remote isle just to play it. Because these people aren't playing as many spells as I thought they would for Rhystic Study to draw me cards. Oh, here's one, maybe. I doubt that he'll not pay for the Rhystic Study. He's 3 mana left over. Yep, see? There we go. He pays for it. I wonder what he's gonna choose. Either Khans or Dragon. I'm gonna guess Dragons, but Khans could also work. Well, of course Khans could work. And he did choose Khans. That's actually good. I like Khans better than Dragons. I hate Dragons. The Dragon mode. Okay, so I'm actually going to cycle this. I've decided I will cycle it. And it's a Psychonic Rift. Perhaps the best card in my deck. The only problem is the same with Scourge of Fleets. Both will make 3 enemies. Unless I do it just on something of his, which I might do. I might use Hidden Strings to tap 2 of his lands next turn, just to hit it back or something. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on what Brago plays. And you're probably going to hear this throughout the entire video, but I'm going to go back and forth between calling people by their commanders and by their actual names. I usually start off calling them by their commanders until we start to talk over here in the chat, but they don't want to talk over here in the chat, so I'm probably just going to call them by their commanders. And there we go. I just moved the chat over to the other screen so that you guys don't have to see it. We get more room for the screen. And sorry for the whole bar down here. I do have my little overlay covering it, but the overlay is designed not to obstruct that much space. And here's Brago. And so next turn, I'll keep the Gather Specimens up. There's an island that we drew. Back to what Overwhelming Intellect. It's the big draw spell, or counter target creature draw a card spell. I know that when we screw Brago out of his creatures, that he's gonna come after me. But let's see if he comes after me this turn. Nope. I might actually hold off until he has more guys. But something that I need to keep track of is I don't want to draw too many cards off Rhystic Study right now because I don't have a tower to give me no maximum hand size. And thankfully he's going after this guy, the Scion player. Mostly because the Scion player has been the one that's been doing the most damage so far. Okay, so we're playing into the Royal just because he attacked us and I need to get another Drake, and I need an excuse to get another Drake because I can't just start throwing out Psychonic Rifts and such. Please be something good that I draw. Lonely Sandbar. Yeah, I'll cycle this. Please be something good that we get off the cycle. It's a brainstorm. That's good enough. I'll get another Drake out of it too, so if he... when the Scion player attacks us again, I have something else to block with. Okay, so what are we going to put back? Don't think there's much to cast with Diluvian Primordial. Let's see. Yeah, no, so we're putting him back. And then let's put back Overwhelming Intellect. And we have just barely 7 cards. So I'm going to end off this turn because it could kind of get dangerous if I don't. Still not going to attack anybody yet. I don't want to give anybody an excuse to attack me. But let's see what happens. And in case you haven't seen Commander games before, this is kind of what happens, and these usually take a while. As you can see, we're already, what, 30 minutes into this, and the game has barely begun. Well, at least it feels like it's barely begun. We're only on turn 7. And here finally comes the Overlord, which he probably will pay 1 for. Nope, he won't, so I get the Overwhelming, Overwhelming Intellect. Sadly, I have to draw that and another card. So I have to get rid of several cards on my next turn, which I'm thinking of doing Hidden Strings. I know I'm going to be playing the Island, probably the Hidden Strings, unless Brago plays a bunch of creatures, in which case I might go to steal his creatures. But who knows, he probably won't attack me. The Brago player probably won't attack me because for 1, I can kill his commander, and 2, the Scion player has been doing the most damage so far. Well, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a pretty big problem. Sorry about that, I was chewing a cookie, but yeah, that's pretty much dragons multiplied. That's what that card says, is multiply the number of dragons that you have, or double the number of dragons you have. That's going to be a pretty big problem. And I would actually be able to see the Brago player go after him now. Or maybe even the Sliver player. And he paid the 1 for the Ristic Study, so I don't get to draw an actual new card. I'm surprised how many new cards this Brago player is using. And oh hey, that's my phone. Okay, so because of that guy being able to fly, the Brago isn't going to attack him because Brago can die from that interaction. And Brago has to deal damage to a player for his ability to kick off. And because this Hellkite can fly and block Brago and kill Brago, there's no real reason to attack him. So now the Sliver guy is probably going to be going after Brago. And the only, and because of that attack, this guy just said lol. Woo. Let's see, can I bring this chat over? Yes, I can. That's the added portion of it. He said lol. Not gonna get too much into politics yet. I haven't done anything huge and major that would make everybody come attack me yet. But I could eventually. Actually, I know I will. As soon as I drop a Scourge of Fleets or something, then that'll happen. And this guy's taking an awfully long time with his triggers. Oh, the light form trigger. Wow. What? Take possession? Okay. He took control of Sliver Overlord, which is actually kind of good because Sliver Overlord can get out of hand really quickly. And that's just a reason to, that's just a reason for the Sliver player to go after the Brago player now. So, yay. Fun things. Good thing is, I'm just staying out of the way of all of them. Okay, so the draw was Blue Sun Zenith, but we don't have the whatever it is, the tower. So don't want to be doing that. Don't want Merchant Scroll yet. Don't want to be casting Hidden Strings. I think we're just going to be discarding a Diluvian Primordial. And a Blue Sun Zenith. Yeah, I think we're just going to be discarding those two cards. Unless I don't want to discard that card. I can cast Overwhelming Intellect. Yeah, I'm going to be discarding Diluvian Primordial and, actually, wait, can I cast Diluvian Primordial now for anything? For just any value? Nope, nope. No. Okay, so the Diluvian Primordial right now is actually just a 5/5 flyer for 7. Not something that I want to be getting on board with. Because I can cast any of these instants. There we go. Blue Sun Zenith and Diluvian Primordial. I maybe should have cast the Primordial for no value, but I think that these instants have a better standing. So, let's just see what happens. And I'm not going to counter anything that this guy plays. Unless it's something really big. But, let's take a look. Oh, hey, it's Descendant's Path. Oh, boy. Oh, hey, that's Polymorph. That's actually a really good thing to have happen. Because I know that the card, the only other, thing that I'm going to hit is Stormtide Leviathan. So that's pretty much 4 mana, play Stormtide Leviathan. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Descendant's Path. Although, it could be scary depending on what he flips. I'm thinking maybe... No, I'm not in a position to do that. What I was thinking is, at the end of Brago's turn, right before my turn, I could Psychonic Rift with Overload, making all non-land permanents that my opponents control go back to their hands, and then on my turn, Polymorph a Drake to get Stormtide Leviathan. But that's gonna, that would make everybody go after me. And I don't think that I can, I don't really think that I can stand up to the two people. The two people, I'm not worried about the slivers, because the slivers barely ever get flying. There's only 1 or 2 slivers that actually Flying Sliver and Gale Rider Sliver, I believe, are the two that actually give flying. But, I wonder how many people Brago actually, Brago's gonna flicker. Because if Brago flickers enough people, then I can gather specimens on him. Yeah. I'll just yield to that one. Sadly, I have to take auto yielding off to stop for Brago. Well, let's see. Who does he attack? Please don't have it be me. Just anybody but me. Okay, he's attacking the Brago player. I'm fine with that. Okay, so I'm wondering how the Brago player controls. The Root Sliver, because I know that he has the take possession, but if he flickers the take possession, does that give him another creature and he keeps control of the old creature, or how does he have control of Root Sliver, is really what I want to know. Oh, wait, I don't know why. Pay 3 mana, gain control target Sliver. That's why. Okay. I know now. Damn, though. Damn. I have a feeling that I might just have to, Psychonic Rift. Okay, this is actually going to get countered. I do not need a Living Death. Nope, we are going to hinder that. Don't want that happening. So the Scion player is probably going to be coming after me. Okay, so just pretty much told them that they better be thanking me because I saved all their creatures. This might buy me a favor. Dramoka. Hey, how about that? I only have 5 mana open though. Always yes, and then yes. Always yes. Come on, this isn't difficult, Ristic Study. And what you're seeing right now is actually a good reason why Ristic Study's in here. It draws you through the clumps of islands that you'll inevitably run into in games. And so it just helps you draw through that faster. Because starting at the end of my last turn, the last card I had in hand was Overwhelming Intellect. I've drawn all 4 of these cards since last turn. Oh boy. Isn't this fun? Thankfully, the Brago player is going after the Scion. Not the Scion player, but the Sliver player. I was the one to say Eldrazi for some reason, but thankfully there's no Eldrazi tribals running around that I've seen. There probably is somewhere, but not that I've seen. Okay, so as it looks like it, my doing nothing has severely paid off because I'm the one guy that he's not attacking. And I kind of wish that I could, crap, what is it? Steal all of Brago's, creatures now. That'd be nice. So, the problem is I can't play Polymorph anymore. Or at least I don't think I can play Polymorph anymore. If I do, then, if I do play Polymorph, then puts Brago at a disadvantage, and I don't know if I can deal with the Scion player by myself. So, in order to save face, oh boy, what am I gonna do? Oh hey, he's gonna take control of something else. Let's see what it is. Please not let it be my guy. Okay, so that guy goes back under his control. Oh, take possession gets my Rhystic Study. How about that? How about that? Well, here's, because the chat's actually becoming active now, I will move it up here. Oh, hey, guess what? Okay, so I kind of just cut that part out, but I got, disconnected, for some reason. So, oh, don't want it to be that big. That's actually kind of weird. Come on. There we go. Okay, so play an island, maybe? I don't know. The game's taking a while to load. Take control apparently isn't controlling my thing anymore, even though it is. Boy, that guy's gonna die soon. I already have Psychonic Rift, but I don't want to play Psychonic Rift. I want to polymorph, but I can't polymorph because then the Scion player has free reign over me pretty much. Let me see, how many cards do I have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get rid of 3 cards. I think I'm going to get rid of. Wait, I can actually cast Hidden Strings. Oh boy. Undo. Crap. Okay, so 7, 2 mana. I'm a few mana short. I want a Psychonic Rift and Polymorph in the same turn. I will not be paying for a Rhystic Study, and as I told the guy in the chat, I am just doing this for a Drake. Nope, I will not be paying the 1 for it, because I need to pay the 7 for Psychonic Rift's Overload. I'll Cypher on the Drake with this Drake, because why not? And then I will attack with this Drake. Nowhere. 1, 2, 3. I was going to attack with that Drake to untap my 2 lands. But, yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Just in case someone gets the bright idea to attack me. Oh boy, am I going to have to counter something already. The good thing is I can play Psychonic Rift in response to anything that this guy plays. So what's it gonna be? 7 mana. Oh hey, guess what? Overloaded Psychonic Rift. So I'm going to overload my Psychonic Rift in response to his overloaded Psychonic Rift, so we're all going to get put back to square one. The only thing is I'm kind of ahead just because of the amount of lands that I control. Okay, so I should have 9 cards in hand afterwards. Okay, so my Psychonic Rift is going to get rid of all their stuff, then that Psychonic Rift is going to get rid of all my stuff. The only difference is I don't have anything. Really. If you look at what I really have, all I really have is Talrand on field, and that's one of the reasons that I love this deck. Because stuff like that doesn't really do anything. The good thing is Savage... Wait, is Savage Ventmaw gonna come back now? Yes, it is. Oh boy. Oh wait, that's why I couldn't... I know why I couldn't use Overwhelming Intellect. Because it says counter target creature spell. And that's not a creature. Oh boy. Okay, so the cards I'm going to discard... That Psychonic Rift got rid of the Savage Ventmaw anyways. Okay, so the cards I'm going to discard are Opportunity, Island, Overwhelming Intellect, maybe? I do kind of want to keep that Island in hand. Yep, Overwhelming Intellect. Okay, so we're all pretty much back to square one, but we all have about 8 lands. Yeah, so we all have about 8 lands, and now we're just going to reconstruct. The only difference is, I'm just going to play Scourge of Fleets. If they play a bunch of creatures, I'm just going to play Scourge of Fleets. Actually, I might play Rhystic Study. Crap, I can't polymorph anymore. I probably will be polymorphing as soon as possible, but, nope, I will, I'll yield until end of turn, because I literally can't do anything. But for my next turn, I have 10 mana to work with, so I have to... If only I had my Soul Ring, I could play Talrand and Scourge of Fleets. But, I don't, so... I can play Scourge of Fleets and Rhystic Study, which doesn't sound too bad. But if they don't... The thing is, what if they don't play any creatures? If they don't play any creatures, then I'll play Talrand and leave up Gather Specimens. That's the thought. And then I'll probably be playing Gather Specimens on Simpson. Probably to get his Brago, actually. That'd be kind of funny. I can get his Brago and then continuously... unless he plays Brago this turn. He probably... I'm going to take a guess that he plays Brago this turn. He is the only person besides me that had to discard, that's going to have to discard cards afterwards. Unless he can somehow play 6 cards. Which I doubt it. Okay, so the Brago player did not play the in-hand Brago. So in that case, I'm going to be playing Talrand and passing. Yep, that'll leave up 6 mana for Gather Specimens. And I'm leaving it up with the intention of getting Brago. I'll just say that now. I'm leaving it up with the intention of playing Brago. There's not really much else that will want me to not get Brago. And the next turn, I'll play Scourge of Fleets, bounce back to hand all my opponent's creatures, and then I can just keep the Brago Scourge of Fleets thing going, which pretty much means that my opponents can't attack with a creature ever, which is something amazing of itself. It's kind of a soft lock. I don't really think that there's a way out of it. They can block Brago. That's a way out of it. You can block Brago, but I don't think that Simpson's going to be playing the Asperia or whatever her name is anytime soon. So we'll have to see. Oh, I will yield until end of turn. Okay, so for the Sliver's turn, all he did was cast his commander from his hand, because that's all he really had to do. These people don't have that many cards in hand. I'm actually the only person that had to discard because of that thing, Thought Vessel. Oh boy, it's Coalition Relic. I don't really care about what this guy does. I've already said my plan for this turn, which is steal Brago. Since oh hey, it's Savage Ventmaw again. Since the chat over here has been doing nothing again, I'm just gonna leave this over here for now, and I'll tell you guys if they post anything in the chat. Okay, so he could still. Let's see what his revealed pile is going to be. So he could still play Brago this turn, actually, because Brago's only 4 mana, I believe. Yeah, two blue and a white, and I do still intend to steal Brago. But let's... Come on, dude. Search faster. Okay, so the real cards are Curse of Echoes. Wow, that card sucks. And then Leyline of Anticipation, which is what he's playing. Okay, then. I really wish that he would have just played Brago. Did Brago go back to the command zone? Nope, Brago's not in the command zone. I want to leave up I want to get a counter spell for that Curse of Echoes. So that's what I'll do next turn. I'll Ristic Study, Merchant Scroll, counter spell. That seems to be just decent enough. This way I won't be able to steal Brago, sadly, but, yep, he's going after me, and I'm not gonna block. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm gonna steal his creature. I'm gonna steal this and whatever the manifest is. Just because. I'm not going to be able to steal Brago. Yes, always yield to the Soul Ward. Come on. Oh hey, look at that. Isn't that just fun? So... this turn. Thankfully he can't untap with that. Oh hey, there's my way to get, I could polymorph. Okay, so first off we're using Merchant Scroll. I'm getting a counterspell. That is necessary. If I did not get a counterspell, then this Curse of Echoes would be dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Come on. Come on, Sliver player. Okay, so I can get several counter spells, but I think that I'm going to go with just the original. I'm trying to do the math. If I play Ristic Study, that'll put me down to 5 mana, and then if I play Proteus Staff, that'll take me down to the 2 mana, and 2 mana is exactly where I want to be. So Ristic Study. Yep, that's down to 5. And then Proteus Staff. 1, 2, 3. Down to 2 exactly. Counterspell for the Curse of Echoes. Oh, hey, that's my cat in the background, if you can hear. Let's have all them attack Simpson. Because I don't think he'll block with his Soul Warden. Okay, there we go. So he's back down to a more reasonable 49, which is still way too high. And I'm only down at 30. Thankfully, I'm not the Sliver player, though. I hate being below 10 life in Commander. So next turn, I'm thinking Scourge of Fleet is 7 mana, and I have access to 8. I'm thinking if do I either want to Scourge of Fleet, or do I want to Proteus Staff or Polymorph one of my Drakes? And if things got really bad, then I can have Evacuation, which, even now at this point, the only permanent that I have that Evacuation would, or anything like that would deal with, would be Talrand. I'll yield until end of turn for this guy, because I'm not blocking anything that he does. Okay, so Simpson's gone down to 43. We're slowly beating him down. Okay, so I just told Bandit, who was this guy up here, the Scion player, that he should hit Simpson as well, because he was stealing our stuff. Which I hope that he does. That'd be nice to know that Bandit's not coming after me specifically, but who knows? Oh boy, that's actually not too good. I did not want to draw Stormtide Leviathan. Did not want to draw Stormtide Leviathan. Could have drawn anything but that. Okay, so the Simpson was just saying that he just built this deck. And that this is the first time that he's actually been the bad guy in a game of Commander, because right now it is pretty much 3 against 1 all against Simpson. Okay, so if he doesn't play Curse of Echoes, then we're good. Actually, wait, Leyline of Anticipation is kind of a pain. If he has mana open for it. Because then I have to constantly leave 2 mana open. We're counterspelling Curse of Echoes. Because that card is a pain. And apparently my recording software is giving me error notifications, so I hope it doesn't mess things up too much. Come on, please let this counter work. I really want this. I need this counter to work, actually. If that counter didn't work, the possibility of what happens is things like him polymorphing my creatures out from underneath me, which he doesn't know that I have both my creatures in hand. Well, 2 of my 3 creatures in hand. He could polymorph other creatures when I play polymorph. He can counter my counters. All my counters. Damn it, what's he going to Oblivion Ring, actually? Because that could be a problem. Let's see what he Oblivion Rings. My Proteus Staff. Okay. That's actually one thing that I don't need to worry about. Because I'm not actually going to Proteus Staff anybody else except for me. It's too big of a risk to do that. Island. We're definitely playing that island. I have 11 mana open to me. And play Scourge of Fleets. Kind of want to Treasure Cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already have 7 cards in hand, though. Oh boy. I can play Spelljack on him. Let's just hit him first, though. Simpson. I'm just going to attack him with the Manifest. I want to leave my creatures back just in case Bandit decides that it'd be a good idea to attack me. Kinda don't want that to happen. He could kill his own creature. That is a possibility. Sad part is he's going to be able to search that player's library for an artifact card and exile it. Yeah, that could be a problem. And that doesn't stop it. That creature's island walk, so Stormtide Leviathan won't block it. Stormtide Leviathan can't block it. Okay, wait, so that takes 6, so 6, I have 5 mana open, which I could use for an evacuation, if I need be. No, gonna get rid of those islands. Don't really need them. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so the Sliver player now has 3 of the 4 big bad guys. Well, 3 of the 4 big slivers. All 4 of the big slivers cost 1 of each mana. There's Sliver Overlord, which gives all your creatures indestructible. Sliver Queen, which makes you slivers. Then there's Sliver Overlord, which you can search for slivers and gain control of slivers. And then there's Sliver Legion, which is pretty much a huge buff. I'm trying to remember from just memory, but I believe it says something along the lines of each sliver you control gets +1/+1 for each other sliver on the battlefield. So, say you only have the 4 big bad guys, then each of your slivers get +3/+3. This Sliver Legion essentially says all your slivers get +1/+1 for each sliver on the battlefield -1. But that's kind of a more complicated way to say it. We'll deal with it if it happens to come onto the field, which I doubt at this turn. He could actually make the 3 mana to put it in hand if he doesn't already have it. We'll see what he does, because he's tapping mana for something. Okay, that's weird. The game was just telling me to declare blockers for people not attacking me. Okay, so these dragons are pretty much just tearing him apart. And the thing is, as soon as Simpson dies, I'm playing Scourge of Fleets and bouncing all those dragons back to his hand. Because I don't exactly know if I can beat this dragon guy. And if you hear a sound outside of my mic that sounds kind of like that, that's me flicking some actual cards I have. I might have to Blatant Thievery the dragon guy, actually. I don't want to do it yet, because as soon as that happens, then I got a huge problem. But until that happens, I do not have a problem. Okay, so he's down to 12. Wow. I kinda really just need a lot of... So I can reset him back to the beginning. I'm trying to... Ooh. If Proteus Staff was still in my Well, if Stormtide Leviathan was still in my deck, then we could do something. Because then I could play Blatant Thievery, take his Hellkite, well, take this Sliver, take this Dragon, and then bounce everything else back to hand. Yeah, he's going to attack me. I already knew that. He's probably going to take Cage Sun as well. Oh, hey. Thank you. Okay, so because I got rid of all of Simpson's stuff before when we had the double Psychonic Rifts, that's why they're helping me. Guy with the Dragon's still kind of a problem, though. So he now has a tap Sliver Hive Lord. Or whatever it is. Yep, yeah, Sliver Overlord, that's it. Kinda get my slivers messed up. Actually, at the end of this guy's turn, I kinda want to play Op to Cantrip. Just trying to think, how am I going to deal with all this stuff? He has 4 dragons there. They can all be Scourge the Fleet back to his hand. In which case he'll lose the 5/6/6 dragon tokens. I can polymorph the big guy, or Blatant Thievery, the guy giving him the tokens, and then another Sliver. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. I kind of want counter spells so that when I start having to counter the dragons, because that's who I'm gonna have to go to war with next. The Sliver guy's kind of just a Stormtide Leviathan away from death. I can actually twin cast a Blatant Thievery. We're playing the Biden of Thassa. Okay, so I have 3 mana left to work with. Okay, so I know I'm gonna get rid of Spelljack, Treasure Cruise. Okay, this guy's turn, I'm not gonna counter anything that he plays. Yeah, I'm still wanting to twin cast Blatant Thievery. I want to cast Blatant Thievery and Scourge of Fleets on the same turn because he's going to kill, or I could do Scourge of Fleets, then Blatant Thievery, whatever he plays. I'll probably have to do it that way, because if I do Blatant Thievery first, then he hits me with a bunch of dragons and I'm probably dead. So, yep, then I left Evacuation up just in case the dragon guy gets the bright idea to attack me anyways. Okay, so my Rhystic Study's still working. That's good to hear. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. Okay, so the other guy backed out because he knew that we were all up against him. Evacuation still just sets me back a Talrand. See, that's what I like about this deck. Evacuation just actually sets me back a Talrand. I can fly over the Sliver guy's head, so Stormtide Leviathan takes care of Slivers over there. Yeah, I still think I'm just gonna have to play Evacuation on it. And then he'll cast whatever for his second main phase. And then I'll play Blatant Thievery with the Twin Cast. Take 2 things. Or actually, can I play Blatant Thievery with Twin Cast next turn? No, because I have to get rid of all the dragon tokens. Okay, so I'm not stealing anything from the Sliver guy anyways. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to play Evacuation. And then then I'm gonna have to steal the guy's dragons. This is great. Kinda just have to let him do whatever he's gonna do. I hope that he actually plays more dragons and stuff. Wait, he's only going to be drawing 1 card. So he's gonna be able to play whatever. Still only gonna be down a Talrand, so I'm fine with that. Can he recast all of his dragons? No, not all of them, but he can recast quite a few of them. I can dissipate whatever dragon I don't want to take from him. Do I actually want to let him attack with all these guys, though? Because then he just gets 6 mana from Savage Ventmaw. And I don't know if I want that. No, I'm not going to let that happen. Great thing about it is I believe he still puts a dragon in the graveyard. And he only has access to, what, 7 mana? Yep, 7 mana. So he can only play a dragon. Yep, he has to put a dragon in his graveyard. That's funny. He puts Still Hellkite in his graveyard. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be playing something. Maybe. Please let it be a dragon. Please let it be a good dragon. I don't want to play Blatant Thievery because there's not really much to steal. Scourge of Fleet's not really. Stormtide Leviathan, maybe. Maybe Talrand, Stormtide Leviathan. If he plays a dragon I don't like, I can still play Thrart. And the reason for playing Stormtide Leviathan that turn is one of the cards that the Sliver player has in hand is the Haste Sliver. And I actually hope that this guy plays one of his big slivers this turn. Just that I can steal it. Wow, so when I Blatant Thievery Twin Cast it, I get to take 2 of his big guys. And let's see what the Dragon Master plays. Come on. Just either pay for it or don't. He's probably not going to pay for it. Nope, and that's another island. Oh boy. I know what I'm going to be discarding next turn. Hint, a bunch of islands. Wow, I just realized that we passed the 2-hour mark already, and oh hey, I can close that off. Yeah, that's why I don't know how many of these commander videos I'm going to be making, because they can be quite long. Nope, that's not happening. That's the card that gets throtted. Because he's going to return Steel Hellkite to the field. 2+1/+1. Wait, does it gain? It doesn't gain haste. Yay, I'll let that happen. It doesn't gain haste. Nope, it's just a 7/7 that I get to steal. Wow. Okay, come on, play another creature. Please play another creature. Hey, it's just the one that I wanted. Yay. So I get a Steel Hellkite and this other Hellkite, and then I get 2 slivers as well. This is a lucky day. Sure, I'll let that happen. Oh, and I didn't notice, somewhere along the line I drew another island. Oh boy. Then he's just gonna pass the turn back to me because he can't do anything. And then I'm going to Blatant Thievery, twin casting Blatant Thievery. Which is going to make both of them aggro on me, but the Sliver guy only has 4 life, so... Oh boy. Please don't cast another dragon. And I'm gonna start mine, and then I'm gonna steal his stuff. If only that had been like a turn or so later. But with this on the stack, I'm going to twin cast, copying that. Boom, boom. I'm gonna get 2 drakes out of it. This is fun. This is why I play this deck, actually. There we go, so I get those 2 guys. And then I get the other guy. He backed out. Okay, so now it's just me against him. I can't Scourge of Fleet him, although I will be doing that next turn. I can polymorph whatever he plays, which I intend on doing. Don't want to play that. I will hit him a bunch of times, though. I will hit him for... Oh wait, I'll hit him for 8. Then if anything ever goes bad, I have Devastation Tide. Which still, I only have 3 permanents on the field. The only things that I own are Rhystic Study, Biden, and Talrand. Everything, well, and Stormtide Leviathan. So 4 out of all these things. Always yes, and then always yield. Oh hey, it's another land. Whoop-de-doo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I discard 2 islands. Island and island. And I still have a counterspell. Whoa. Okay, so all the dragons that he has in hand are the rest of the dragons that he played +1 card. So one of them is his commander, forgetting what the other ones are. But I can get rid of all of them, actually, because I'll just play Scourge of Fleets, attack him for a bunch. Foul Tongue, sure. I'm fine with Foul Tongue. I'll get rid of a Drake. He doesn't gain 4 life, though. I will happily get rid of a Drake. The only thing is, I believe that I have to counter his, Wait, no, I'm thinking about the Tyrant of Jund, whichever one lets you control all of your dragons. So we won't be dead next turn. but it'd be close to dead. Wait, he could have it become the Tyrant of Jund. Oh hey, guess what? I can Essence Scatter this. I'll actually bring up the chat now, because I'm going to be talking to him. I can actually counter whatever he plays next too, because he only has access to 8 mana, so that's 1 more dragon. Do I actually want to let this through, though? I will. Because all he can do is chump block a dragon or kill a drake, which he doesn't. Neither of those things are good for him. Okay, so what did I draw this time? That'd be funny if it was another kill spell. I do still have 2 more of them in the deck. Wait, no, 1 more of them, because I already used the Pongify. And it's... Yay, that's a fun card. Play an island. I'll go cantripping with Predict. Because I have no idea. There's no real. Oh boy. 1, 2. Come on. 3. 1, 2, 3. Blue. It's now a cage, son. So now I have access to 14 mana. That's gonna be blue too. So yep. So now I still have access to 12 mana. So I can still play Throt and Desertion and Polymorph if need be. And the best thing is I have 6/6 dragons to keep blocking. And if he doesn't block that, so wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 9, 12. 15. I could do 28, but no. Do I want to play Sky Diamond? Nope. I don't. Do I want to activate that? So 3, 3, 1, 4, 5. Nope. I will be just discarding cards. I'm trying to think of what dragons have morph. Let me actually bring up. There's 7 dragons with morph. I hope he didn't think it would survive. Actually, wait, I'll leave it, and then when he goes to activate it, I'll capsize it. He should have Tyrant of Jund somewhere in his deck. Come on, pay the 2 for it, pay the 2 for it. That's more than 2. That's more than 2. Yep, now we are going to capsize. Do I want Harbinger of the Tides? Well, Harbinger of the Hunt. Do I want Harbinger of the Hunt? That's an extra 5 damage. Yeah. I do want Harbinger of the Hunt. See, next turn, I can just capsize all of his creatures back that he doesn't have already. I just hope that he doesn't back out and he actually lets me attack him. Oh hey, I'll just play Scourge of Fleets. Scourge of Fleets, bounce all of his stuff back. I don't think that he has anything that he can do, and I believe that my mono blue deck just became a red-green dragon deck. Give him the nice GG before I kill him. Let's just see what those 10 cards would be. So, Recurring Insight, Island, Swan Song, Jace's Ingenuity to draw more cards, Island, Muddle the Mixture, Forbid, Island, and the last one was... Yeah, I would have had more than enough cards. I'm surprised I didn't see Reliquary Tower throughout the entire game, but that's pretty much how this deck works. If you guys want to see a video deck tech on this deck, then comment down below. If not, then I might just make one anyways. But that's been it for this video. If you want to see more of these Commander games, then comment below, like the video, whatever. I don't know how many more of these I'll be making though, because these do take quite a bit of time to make. Because so far I'm almost at 2.5 hours. So we'll see. As always, remember, I'm riding from Bluewood Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.